Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a super exciting video, and that would be on the new Wet n Wild fall liquid lipsticks from the Autumn Lush collection. Now, I recently picked these up and it was actually in a bundle off of their website, which included these 4 liquid lipsticks, 4 mascaras, 2 eyeshadow trios, as well as the Mega Glow highlighters, and that's what I really wanted out of the package. And to be honest, I wasn't really too excited for these, just because every time I've seen a drugstore makeup company come out with a liquid lipstick, as they call it, it's usually not actually matte and it's more of like a gloss. However, to my surprise, these actually turned out pretty damn good. Like, these are honestly amazing. Color I have to swatch here is How Fleek Is Your Love, which is a beautiful red shade. Now, I'm not much of a red girl at all, but this one, when it goes on, it just looks really nice. It does make your teeth look very white as well, and this is more of like a classic red. One thing that I did notice with this one was that I did have to put 2 layers at least, because once I put on the first layer, it actually kind of looked like a little bit of my natural lip color was showing through. So I did have to go in and touch it up with 1 extra coat, but overall it's an amazing color, goes on very smooth. Here is called Two Lips to Quit. This is like a bright magenta type color, super beautiful, and right off the bat this one reminds me of MAC's Flat Out Fabulous, which I actually will compare for you guys as well, because I feel like this is just the liquid lipstick version of the Flat Out Fabulous lipstick by MAC, but this one applies pretty much the same as the red one. It's a little bit sheer on first application, but once you go in with a second coat, it's absolutely fine and it looks beautiful. Called Don't Be a Plum Plum. I certainly thought this one was gonna be, like the name says, a plum, but for me this one kind of just looks like a deepened red. It kind of looks like a berry red, to be honest, and this could be because I have really pigmented lips. I did have a friend of mine swatch this on her hand, and she's about 1 or 2 shades lighter than me, and this one actually looked like a plum on her. This one actually looked like what I was expecting it to look like on me, but I still like the color. I just wish that it was more of a plum rather than a deepened red. This one also can apply a little bit patchy, so I would make sure to give 1 extra coat, a good extra coat, to make sure that it's fully opaque all throughout the lip. take it like a vamp. It's honestly very similar to Don't Be a Plum Plum. In the tube, it actually looks like it's going to be a brown, and when I first saw it, I was like so excited because I really want a deep chocolate brown for the fall time. But unfortunately, it is not a chocolate brown. It's more of like a deepened purple shade with like red undertones. And I mean, that's pretty and all, but to be honest, I think because of my lips, Take It Like a Vamp and Be a Plum Plum pretty much end up being similar or almost the same thing. I don't know. I do like both of them, but they just look similar. And like the other shades, this one also does need 2 layers. I think especially with the more deeper shades, because these ones seem to take a little bit more work than the first 2. For the deeper shades, what I found works best is just kind of take the brush with a little extra product, and what you want to do is pat in those areas and try not to swipe or purse your lips together until it's dry, because it will allow the product to kind of just set and stay in that place where you need it, you know, where it's patchy, and it won't move, and then it will eventually dry down to a nice matte finish. So for a drugstore makeup brand to come out here and be able to make a bomb liquid lipstick for $2.99, yes, $2.99, that's amazing. Every time I have come across a liquid lipstick from the drugstore and hoping and praying that it's going to be something that's amazing, it's not. The only liquid lipsticks that I know that actually go on as a liquid lipstick and dry down fully matte and are nice and opaque are Milani, and those ones are more in the $10 range, so I'm so happy that Wet n Wild came out with these. The unfortunate thing is that these are limited edition, but I'm hoping that Wet n Wild will see my video and all the other videos that I have watched on YouTube and the reviews everywhere else of people saying that these liquid lipsticks are so good and bring them back permanent and come out with some new shades, because these are great for fall right now, especially these 2 on the top. But honestly, Wet n Wild did themselves really good with these liquid lipsticks. So I have seen people saying that you can pick these up in like your local drugstores. Because I am in Canada, I'm not really sure if any of the drugstores here have eventually picked them up. I've been to a few different drugstores, including Walmart and Pharma Plus and stuff like that, and I haven't come across them. So I would say try to see if they're going to restock them on the site eventually. But for US citizens, I know that people have been seeing them in like their Walgreens and CVS. So I would keep an eye out for these. As far as the formula and texture goes, as I said, this goes on and it dries matte. The only thing about these is I noticed it goes on as a super nice creamy formula at the beginning, and then it kind of goes into this tacky feeling for a little bit, and it stays like that for a little longer than I would like. It's not horrible, but it's okay, and it tends to take a little bit longer to dry down. And after that tacky consistency, it eventually does dry down to a not powdery matte, but it's like a soft matte finish. And I say soft matte because these liquid lipsticks tend to wear a lot lighter and nicer than other liquid lipsticks I've tried. These don't feel like super heavy on the lips. You can feel them on the lips, but they're not as heavy as a lot of other liquid lipsticks that I've tried. For example, the LA Splash liquid lipsticks are really thick going on, and they're really dry, and sometimes on the inner parts of your lips, like where your lip meets the moisture on the inner part of your mouth. I know, a little bit TMI, but you can feel like a really dry, like kind of ring, and I think that's what people call the butthole lips effect. I'm not sure, but these actually don't do that, but they're a lot more comfortable. Definitely one of the most comfortable liquid lipsticks that I have in my collection, and I have a lot of liquid lipsticks from different brands. And a lot of people don't even associate the word comfortable with liquid lipsticks. People just go in with a liquid lipstick and automatically assume that it's going to be dry, because that's just what most liquid lipsticks are. The one thing that I wanted to go ahead and address is the wand on this product. Now this is very different from anything else that I have actually had. This one actually has a dip in the bottom of it. I think this is really going to be good for those of us who have problems with trying to get product out and constantly having to re-dip to get a full-on opaque lip. This dip seems like it kind of holds quite a bit of product, and once you kind of glide the product across your lips, you're able to get quite a bit and enough that's going to cover your lips. And I have really big lips, so for me to be able to say that is a thumbs up. Now my first impressions video, I was a little bit unsure of how this dip in the wand was gonna work for me, and I feel like it kind of works against me now, because you can see that in some of the swatches that my lip line wasn't really as crisp as it could have been, but that's okay. I think it just involves a little bit more of a learning curve. So all in all, I do have to say these are amazing liquid lipsticks from the drugstore. Wet n Wild, I hope you see everyone's videos and make these permanent, come out with some new shades, because honestly for $2.99, and I mean $5, that's probably like $5 Canadian, and I would still pay $5 for these because they are that amazing. And I'll definitely be wearing these throughout the fall season. Grab them if you see them, because I know a lot of people are probably on the hunt for these, just like those Mega Glow highlighters. But that's all I have to say about these liquid lipsticks. Let me know if you were able to find these and what your thoughts are, because I am definitely interested to see how this is going to play out and if Wet n Wild is going to make these permanent. And I would love to hear your thoughts on these liquid lipsticks as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye. Apply my foundation.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
I did not set my foundation, and where is my under eye mascara or my top lash mascara? So my lashes like completely disappeared into my liners, but you know, back then I thought I was the, and looking back now,